Lukla, the gateway of the world's highest peak, Mount Everest. A 45-minute flight from the capital Kathmandu brings a visitor to the scenic Stole airstrip at Lukla. Lukla is also the starting point of one of the most popular and picturesque trekking routes in the Himalayan highlands. A 2-day trek from Lukla brings a visitor to Namche Bazaar, the center of trade and social contact for the Sherpas in the Khumbu region. The weekly market on Saturday provides an opportunity for tourists to mingle with the local communities and observe their unique lifestyle. The Khumbu region is also a haven for the elusive dafe, the national bird of Nepal, mountain goat and musk deer. The landscape and the climate provide an ideal habitat for many species of rare birds and animals. Situated on the lap of Mount Everest, Thangboche Gompa is the most sacred monastery for the Sherpa people. Sherpas offer worship at the Gompa and seek the blessings of the gods for a good harvest and fortune. Mountaineers and trekkers who come to climb in the Khumbu region also offer worship for safety and success.
The Mount Everest or the Sagarmatha region is one of the world's best-known tourist destinations. Its unique natural environment and the typical high Himalayan culture have no parallel in the world. The snow-capped peaks overlooking the foothills include the Lhotse and Choyu, all of which are over 8,000 meters tall. The crowning glory is, of course, Mount Everest, which is the highest point on Earth. The unique nature and the landscape of the region led UNESCO to declare the Sagarmatha National Park a World Heritage Site in 1979. These mountains are home to the Sherpa people. The Sherpas are sturdy mountain dwellers who are well known for their mountaineering skills and their unique culture and traditions. The majority of the people living here are Buddhists. Their festivals, such as the Dumje and Manirundu, and religious gatherings at the monasteries are major tourist attractions. There are many monasteries in the region, and these are the seat for religious and cultural activities. Among the best-known ones are the Tengboche, Thame, Khumjung, Namche, and Pangboche. Every year, about 25,000 tourists and as many support staff visit the region. Tourism is the main source of livelihood of the people living in the Mount Everest foothills. The relative affluence brought about by tourism is visible in the villages along the main trekking routes. The people in these villages have comparatively better lifestyles than those in the surrounding settlements. Namche Bazaar, which is located within the Sagarmatha National Park, is the region's main tourist hub. Besides tourism, the Sherpa inhabitants of the region are engaged in agriculture, livestock herding, and border trade with Tibet. The majority of the people living in the surrounding villages depend on agriculture for livelihood. They also work as porters or operate yak and mule trains for transporting goods during the tourism season. However, their efforts to benefit from tourism remain scattered and disorganized, and could be improved through proper development and marketing of tourism products. villages adjoin the Sagarmatha National Park. The local residents use natural resources from the forests for supporting themselves and their livestock. The 1,148 square kilometers of protected ecosystem of the Sagarmatha National Park hosts a large number of plant and animal species. The forests have 17 identified tree species, 30 different types of herbs and medicinal plants, 28 mammal species, and 7 types of reptiles. The forests are also home to over 193 species of birds and about 30 different types of butterflies. The pressure on the forests has increased with the population in the surrounding villages. The locals need firewood to keep warm and for cooking. They also need timber to build houses and other community infrastructure. The conservation efforts underway since the late 1970s have helped to keep much of the region's pristine environment more or less intact. Local participation in conservation is also increasing, especially after the government has introduced a policy for involving locals in conservation by demarcating the national park into core protected areas and the buffer zones.